If you're looking to buy a stacked NBA 2K account with max badges and more, visit sportstmb.com. He has been in the community for years and has hundreds of reviews. Click the first link in the description to get your account today.
Pull up, we bustin', not for discussion. We play with drums like shit is percussion. Stay with a hammer like this is construction. Drink too much Henny, might shoot up.
What's good, to Mascot? We back out with another video. Today's video, we got this new 63 badge small forward build in NBA 2K21. Now, like I told you guys, man, I am doing the series, the most badges you can get for every single position in NBA 2K21. We already covered the center and the point guard, so make sure you guys do check those videos out if you haven't already. Today's video, we got the small forward. Make it a small forward, and this other stuff does not matter. That's personal preference. Now, moving on to skill breakdown with this build, man. If you guys watched the 65 badge point guard and the 68 badge center, you guys seen, for those builds, you actually pick this pie chart. You'd probably think, oh, we're gonna pick this pie chart again for the small forward. That's actually not the case. To get 63 badges, which is the maximum amount of badges you can get on a small forward, we're picking the playmaking and finishing pie chart. This one right here. This build will be able to get Hall of Fame playmaking badges and Hall of Fame finishing badges. It will be able to get contact dunks. It's gonna be very insane. Make sure you guys do pick this pie chart. Moving on to physical profile of this build, man. There's two physical profiles I would recommend you pick. Either all agility or the agility and vertical. That's a pretty good option, but personally I feel like the best one is just going to be all agility. You want to have maximum speed possible, which will allow you to speed boost. Now, moving on to action, make sure you guys do it just like this so you get the maximum badges possible. So you're going to max out your first 4 finishing stats: close shot, driving layup, driving dunk, and standing dunk. And your post hook, you want to put this to a 71, which will allow you to get 20 finishing badges. The reason why we're not maxing it out, you don't get any extra finishing badges. Now, moving on to shooting, we actually are going to max out every single shooting stat, which will allow us to get 12 shooting badges. Now, moving on to playmaking, you're going to max out your pass accuracy, your ball handle, and your post moves. Put this to an 82, which will allow you to get 30 playmaking badges. Now, moving on to defense, you're going to max out your perimeter defense, your lateral quickness, and these last 16 upgrades, you're not getting any defensive badges, so you could put this wherever you want. You can put interior defense, maybe the steal, maybe the block, maybe the rebounding. It's completely up to you. Honestly, it's a small forward. It's going to be decently tall, so I'd probably just do interior defense. Like I said, if you want those upgrades somewhere else, you're not getting any defensive badges anyway, so put it wherever you want. That's what I'm going to do personally. And you guys can see, here's the build. You get 20 finishing, 12 shooting, 30 playmaking, and 1 defensive and rebounding. You can add that up. That's a total of 63 badges for the small forward build. Like I told you guys, man, this is the maximum amount of badges you can get on a small forward build in NBA 2K21. Now, I also do want to say, because I know there's going to be somebody saying in the comment section below, Clutch, why are you giving your supporters a build that cannot play defense? The reason why is because these videos are meant to show you guys the maximum amount of badges you can get on a small forward. It's not meant to show you guys the most overpowered small forward build. This is meant to show you guys the maximum amount of badges you can get on a small forward. But that doesn't mean the build is bad by any stretch of the imagination. You have really good finishing stats, pretty much max offensive stats. Now, defense is not that bad because you have max perimeter, max lateral, and pretty good interior defense. It's not going to be bad. And imagine this build at Legend. You're going to have 103 badge upgrades. It's going to be very insane. 30 finishing, 22 shooting, 40 playmaking, and 11 defensive rebounding at Legend. So keep that in mind. This build to be absolutely insane. And when it's Legend, you're gonna have 11 defensive badges, which would be pretty good. You're not gonna be thinking about having bad defense when you're a Legend, but it's really nice. Now to get straight into the source demand, body shape does not matter. Personally, I'm gonna pick Burly. I like my player being pretty bulky. Like I said, if you want something else, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna just pick Burly. Moving on to height with this build, I would say the best height is probably gonna be 6'7", maybe 6'8". 6'6", I feel like it's just too short. You do gain a lot of stuff for going 6'6", but I think I'm gonna just go 6'7". I feel like it's a good in-between height. Moving on to weight with this build, I do want to have some pretty good speed, so I think I might just go lowest weight with this build. Yeah, I see I have an 89 speed, 86 acceleration, pretty good stats. Now, like I said, the reason why I picked Burly, when you're minimum weight, your guy looks really skinny, and when he's burly, he doesn't look that bad for being minimum weight. Now, if you pick something like compact, he's gonna look like a stick figure. I would pick Burly just so he doesn't look that bad. I'm gonna do 180 pounds. Moving on to wingspan of this build. Now, this is honestly completely up to you. Now, I do want to have contact dunks, so keep in mind, you need an 84 driving dunk to get the pro contact dunks, and you need an 85 driving dunk to get the elite and small contact dunks. So I was thinking about lowering my wingspan to get some better shooting, but you guys see, take some hit on your driving dunk. And I was also thinking maybe I'll just minimize it just one down, just like an 80 ball handle. But your driving dunk goes down -1, which means you will have to wait until 98 overall to get the elite and small. Now 97 overall, you will be able to get the pro contact dunks, but the elite and small I feel like are better. So let's look at when you increase your wingspan. Now you are taking some hits on your shooting, which I know some people probably are not going to want to do. Let me just see real quick. So yeah, the 3-point shot's not the best, so I feel like it's better off not maxing it out. So I think I'm going to leave the wingspan at 84 inches. With this setup, you're getting pro contact dunks at 96 overall, and you're getting elite and small contact dunks at 97 overall. So that's actually not bad. 84 inches, that's what I'm recommending you do for the wingspan. Moving on to Takeover this build, man. Now you get a wide variety of Takeover options here. The only one I would consider is post score. I don't know why you would pick post score for this kind of build. If you want to pick post score, go ahead. But I would consider slasher, playmaker, or shot creator. Honestly, I think slasher is going to be the best option. You're getting takeover, or you're getting contact dunks with this build. It's to be very insane. Having slasher takeovers to be really hard to stop you. Playmaker is also another good option because you do have 30 playmaking badges, so that is a good option. Playmaker is really nice. And shot creator, I would say, honestly, if it was up to me, I would consider more of slasher and playmaker, but shot creator is a good option too if you want it. Like I said, playmaker and slasher are the best options here. It's up to you. If you want to be dribbling a lot, you do have 30 playmaking badges, go ahead and pick playmaker, but I would just pick slasher. That's what I would do personally. And you guys can see, here's the build. You have built a facilitating finisher similar to DeMar DeRozan, Latrell Sprewell, and Brandon Ingram. Very nice build. 63 badges. Now we're gonna get straight to the best badges for this build. If you guys do watch this video, make sure you guys do the like button, subscribe, put the sub count real quick. You guys can see 61,700 subs. I know there's some other stuff in the screen, don't worry about that. Or 300 subs away from 62k subs. You're watching this video right now, you like what you see. Make sure you guys do the subscribe, man, turn on notifications. Now we're gonna get straight to the best badges for this build. Put this to 99 overall real quick. Let me take the sub count off, give me a minute. Now you can see 20 finishing badges. Like I said, 96 overall, you're getting pro contact dunks. 97 overall, you're getting elite and small contact dunks. You definitely want contact finisher. I would say fancy fork, slithery finisher for sure. 8 upgrades left. I do want relentless finisher. I'm thinking, what should I throw this on? I think I'm gonna just do gold for that. Now 5 upgrades left. You could throw on Giant Slayer. You are 6'7", so you're not technically short. It would help against defenders that are 5 inches taller than you, meaning this badge will work good against, well, it'll work best against defenders that are 7 feet and taller. And some people still do make 7'3" centers, even though they're incredibly slow. You still will run into them, so you could throw on Giant Slayer. I think I'm gonna pass on that badge. I think I'm gonna throw on Lob City Finisher on Silver. I think I'm gonna do Silver, yeah, because people will be throwing you alley-oops with this build. Not the whole game, but you know, it might be there. You might have a backdoor alley-oop. If you have this badge on, it's to help you finish the alley-oops. Now 3 upgrades left. I think I'm gonna throw on Consistent Finisher. You want Acrobat, some other badge, change your badges up, do whatever you want to do. Moving on to shooting badges, but we only have 12 shooting badges. Not the most in the world, but I think that's good enough. You definitely want range extender to help you shoot better. Hot Zone Hunter, definitely. Green Machine, I'd say, yeah, you definitely want Green Machine. 3 upgrades left. I think I'm gonna do either Deadeye or Difficult Shots for this type of build. I think I'm gonna do Difficult Shots. If you want Deadeye, go ahead, but this is what I'm gonna do personally. Moving on to Playmaking badges, man, we have 30 Playmaking badges. Like I said, Playmaker Takeover would be very nice because you do have 30 Playmaking badges. You definitely want Handles for Days, Quick First Step, Space Creator, Unpluckable. Like I said, this build's absolutely insane. Bailout, definitely want this badge on gold. And just since you have so many upgrades, you definitely want your Floor General or Dimer, or you could do both. Like I said, you have 30 badges, you could do that if you want. I think I'm just do Dimer, or sorry, I'm gonna just do Floor General on Hall of Fame. Now 7 upgrades left. I think if you pick Playmaker Takeover, you should pick Ankle Breaker, definitely. You could still pick it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do Gold Ankle Breaker. 4 upgrades left. There are some other good badges you could do. I'm not really sure what I want to do here. Maybe Flashy Passer, Lob City Passer. If you're playing with a slasher, definitely throw the badge on. You know, might as well, just to help our teammates out. I think I'm gonna throw on Hall of Fame Floor General and Hall of Fame Dimer. Your teammates should not miss wide open. Combined, if you have Playmaker Takeover, they should not miss wide open with Hall of Fame Floor General, Hall of Fame Dimer, and Playmaker Takeover. If they are, you need to get yourself a new teammate. Moving on to defensive badges, we only have 1 defensive badge. Now, like I said, we do have max perimeter defense and max lateral quickness, and we have a decent interior defense. But I feel like your best bet is going clamps, just to improve your perimeter defense, because you do have 30 playmaking badges, so you're most likely to be playing guard with this build. So I would recommend you pick Clamps, maybe Intimidator. That's the only other badge I would consider. But personally, I feel like Clamps is going to be the best option for this build. But that's pretty much it, and that's the new 63 badge, small 4 build in NBA 2K21. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, man, make sure you guys do the like button, subscribe. All we have left to do is the most badges on a shooting guard and the most badges on a power forward. We already covered point guard and center, like I said in previous videos. Make sure you guys do check that out if you haven't already. But that's pretty much it, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, clutch out.
I'm feeling your energy, and shorty, man, she really into me. I got lots of enemies, and they wanna act like they friends with me.